Kyle Murphy, offensive guard at Rhode Island. Man, we had to get you in here because I felt like I was giving too much love to all the skill players. I had to get me a guy from the trenches to come in here and let me know how it goes. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
How's media day going so far for you?
It's good. I mean, it's exciting and a little overwhelming at times, but once you get in the flow of it, you relax and it's calming.
I think it's always cool to see the reaction you guys have to come into something like this because it means that the coaching staff, first and foremost, looks at you as one of the leaders on the team.
Definitely.
And that being the case, you know, at URI going into the year, what are you doing to try to get the team ready for the season? What's the feeling like around the locker room on campus?
I mean, all summer and off season, we've just been grinding. We got a strong senior class, so we've been trying to lead them in the right direction and just show them how competitive and how much passion we have and how close we are to really getting the CAA championship.
Now, offensively, there are teams in the league that have skilled players that maybe flash more or at least getting more attention before the year starts, but a team is only as good as they are up front.
Yeah.
And so, you being on the offensive line is a great jumping off point. That's a good place to start. Offensively, though, how strong do you think the offensive line will be this year?
I think we're going to be strong. We got 3 returning guys that are coming back, and we really we've been there from freshman year, been playing. So we're really going to lead them in the right direction. We got younger guys that are ready to step up, and I just love it because they have the dog in them. I can tell. So it's going to be a good season.
Good.
You're versatile up front. You played a game at center last year. How tough is that to move around positions, especially one as crucial as center?
It's overwhelming at first and it's tough, but once you finally get a hang of it, transitioning from center, guard, even to tackle, you get in the flow of things, and it helps you understand everything a little better.
And that's actually what I was going to ask you. Having played multiple positions on the offensive line, I feel like you should have an understanding, or at least better than most, of how the entire line is functioning, which has to work to your advantage. But what is it like, the mentality of being a guard, is it the same as the mentality of being a center, or is it different from guard to center to tackle?
I mean, being a center is fun because you get to call out everything, but now when I play guard, I like it because I know everything what's going on. But I mean, yeah, you still gotta, it's different positions, so you gotta know the hang of it. And guard, you kind of gotta be more patient. Center, you run the show. So I mean, either position's fun.
Right on. Obviously, on the offensive line, you're not getting attention unless it's for all the wrong reasons. So does that ever bother you? You ever get mad and say, "Hey, I want cameras on me. I want to say some things."
I've never been the guy to really. I never want all the cameras, spotlight on me. So that's why I love playing offensive line too. You just do the gritty work.
What level of pride do you take in a pancake block?
I love it. I mean, sometimes I show a little too much emotion on the field because it means so much to drive the person in the ground. But I mean, to me, it feels just as good as a touchdown.
Dang, okay. That's what I was going to say. What's the feeling like? Just as good as a touchdown. That's fantastic. I never had to worry about it. I was a 5'10", 205-pounder, so I didn't pancake very many people, but that's pretty impressive. So full disclosure, we did a little research on you before this, or we tried to. We failed basically to do any social media research because best we could tell, you're not on social media. What's up with that, man? Everybody else here is all over Instagram. They got the stories going. They got the firing off the tweets, but you're nowhere to be found.
I've never really. Always had a Twitter. Never really tweeted a lot. I'm the type to like and retweet a lot of sports things. And I just made an Instagram not too long ago. I'm trying. I'm trying to post things, but I don't have it in me to really post everything I can. But I mean, I'm getting the hang of it a little bit.
We gotta get you some followers.
Yeah. Shout out your handle right now.
It's KMare43.
There you go.
There we go. Is that part of the offensive lineman mentality? Like you're saying, you don't want the cameras on you, all the attention. Is that part of that?
I feel like it is. I mean, but personally, I've always just been the type to really. I've never really wanted to. I've been a humble guy, so I never really wanted the spotlight on me. I didn't mind if it was on everybody else. Give them the credit because I know when you play O-line, you don't really get as much credit as you do.
Sure.
Yeah.
So individually and/or as a team, going into 2019, what are your goals? What are the goals of URI football?
Our goals is just compete every single game, but especially to close out the games that were short last year, and just with our big FBS games, just show that the CAA can compete with anybody.
When you hear them talk about the CAA and how deep it is, the level of success that the league has had, 6 teams in the playoffs last year, Do you look at that and say, why not us?
Yeah, we were so close last year. That's what really hurts. And I know, like Hightower was saying, and he's our guest speaker, he was saying you have the 24-hour rule. You got to keep moving on. So I'm moving on, but in the back of my mind, those games are still always going to be in the back of my mind. And I always got a chip on my shoulder because I know how close we are to really breaking out.
You mentioned how close you guys were last year to getting in the playoffs. What needs to change from last year to get over the hump this year and get in?
Last year, you know, I can tell through the offseason we've been developing more discipline. We can't have individual players, and this year I feel like we really came together and we bonded more. So it's going to be exciting to see what we do.
So we've got over 50 games on FloFootball this year from your league. I want you to tell me what game or games in particular we should be looking for URI this year.
Definitely our first game, we're going to be a big underdog against Ohio University, but we're going to compete, and we're probably going to prove a lot of people wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, look, man, we really appreciate the time. Looking forward to watching you this year. Looking forward to watching you get them pancake blocks for Rhode Island on the field. Pleasure meeting you. Thanks for your time.
You too. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.